Alright, so um, welcome to the PhotoApp application. So we've got different sections here in this user interface, and we can walk through them one at a time. Starting with status, we can see the overall system status here, which includes the number of bucket items in S3 and the number of users in our SQL DB. And we can view that by clicking on this ping AWS button. As we can see, the ping is successful, and we can see that there are 4 bucket items and 3 database users. So moving on to the next section, users, we can see that the table is currently empty. To populate it, let's click on load users button. So as you can see, there's a success message, and we can also see that there are 3 users with different IDs, usernames, first names and last names. So we can move on to the next section, images. Over here again it's empty. We can try clicking on load images, but it loaded 0 images because there is none in the system right now. To view images, let's first upload them. So coming to upload, right now the drop down is empty, but on click of load users, we can see that the drop down got populated. Let's select Lee Chen, who has 80003 as the user ID, and let's select an image. Let's first select a complicated image which has text, which has a kid, which has a computer screen with a woman teaching something. So let's open this and let's hit upload. Before hitting upload, you can see what is the size and what percentage is uploaded so far. Now we can see that it is 100% uploaded, and we've also gotten an asset ID, which is important to keep in mind, 1001. Now coming back to images, let's quickly check that it shows up here on click of load images, and it does. It also shows which user it is associated with, and it also shows the bucket key which says the user ID / image name. Coming to upload again, let's maybe add a different image which is a little simpler. This is like a market map which only has text. So let's open this. So just adding 2 images to test labeling in the future for 2 different widely different kinds of images. So let me upload this as well. So now we've got a new asset ID 1002 for the second image, which is great. Let's again check that the image is loaded. Yep, it's loaded. Now moving on to the next section of download, let's try to see what images are firstly available. So we've got to hit load images. So now we can see that 2 images that we uploaded have loaded, and now we can download any image from here. So let's select the market map image that we uploaded and hit download. As you can see, there's another success message, and we can also see where it got downloaded to, the whole path, along with a preview of which image got downloaded. Now moving on to the next section of labels. Labels you internally uses recognition. So let's see what kind of labels it identified. Let's start with the first image 1001, or let's start with the second image actually, because it's simpler. On hitting get labels, we can see that there's only one label, text, which is expected because the image only has text. Fairly high confidence score. Now let's move on to the next asset, which is the complex image with different elements. On hitting get labels, we can see that there's adult, boy, child, clothing, computer, hardware, and a lot more labels with fairly high confidence score for most of them. which is also expected because the image was complex with a lot of components. Now let's go to the search option, which is very interesting. Over here we can just search by partial labels and retrieve asset IDs. So this is particularly useful when we know we're looking for something specific, and we just want to find all images with that component, like all images with a kid in it, and so on. So let's just type boy, and let's hit search. So as you can see, we got the right asset ID, 1001, which was a complex image. Now let's look at just text. So as you can see, again, we got the simpler image with the label text. Again, works as expected. So moving on to the last section, admin. Here there is a warning which says um, hitting this button would remove all images permanently from S3 in database. But let's still go for it and try the last endpoint. As expected, for before any permanent removal, a warning has to be shown. So that's what is happening here. Let's click on yes, delete all, and we get a success message saying that the images are deleted. To verify this, we can use the same UI. We can go to the images section, again hit load images, and as expected, there are no images available now because we just deleted them. So this is it for photo app. Yeah.